Hello everyone, thank you for being here and welcome to lesson number 5 of our Course in Miracles. I am never upset for the reason I think. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation or event you think is causing you pain. Apply it specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms, all of which will be perceived as different. This is not true. However, until you learn that form does not matter, each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the idea to each of them separately is the first step in ultimately recognizing they are all the same. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I am not angry at blank for the reason I think. I am not afraid of blank for the reason I think. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe and forms of upset which you think result. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you may find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. You might have to proceed the exercises with this statement: there are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. Then examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this: I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so, and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Apply the idea for today to each of them, using the name of both the source of upset as you perceive it and the feeling as you experience it. Further examples are: I am not worried about blank for the reason I think. I am not depressed about blank for the reason I think. 3 or 4 times during the day is enough. Okay, that is lesson number 5 of our Course in Miracles. I am never upset for the reason I think. And I wanted to call your attention that this is the first time in the lessons that perception is mentioned. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because perception and the illusion of I, which I talked about on lesson number 1, are one and the same, in that they are both equally unreal and seemingly veil boundless peace right now. So no matter the form of upset, big or small, all upsets keep us engaged, interpreting the situation and therefore dreaming in time. If you notice, all upsets begin with a thought which is believed to be meaningful and therefore deeply cherished, unleashing a whole bunch of emotions that ultimately leads to the justification for separation, levels, discrimination, exclusion, attack, and even death. That's the ego solution for all upsets, by the way, to keep the separation going. So this lesson is inviting us to recognize that all upsets are equally illusory, no matter the form in which they are presented. None of them have a source of their own. So when the lesson asks the apparent you to try to find the source of upset, it is ultimately asking you to notice that there is nothing happening in the mind because there is no individual mind, alluding to the truth that we are engaging with nothing, that we are losing our peace for nothing, that we are attacking for nothing, that we are justifying our actions for nothing. And so I wanted to leave you with a quote from chapter 4 of A Course in Miracles, where the Holy Spirit points out the difference between true perception and false perception. True perception being eternal nothingness, and false perception meaning that it never existed. Here goes the quote: But true perception looks on it as nothing more than just a fragile veil, so easily dispelled that it can last no longer than an instant. It is seen at last for only what it is, and now it cannot fail to disappear, for now there is an empty place made clean and ready. Where destruction was perceived, the face of Christ appears, and in that instant is the world forgot, with time forever ended as the world spins into nothingness from where it came. Oh my God, I love that quote. I hope you enjoy practicing lesson number 5. Please let me know if you have any questions, and see you tomorrow for lesson number 6. Have a wonderful day. Bye.